Okay, so I think I should be blowing on one of those little noisemakers. Do you have a noisemaker sound? How's that?
I don't have a noisemaker sound, but man, we're going to be donning the hats and
Yes.
throwing the confetti and
Yep.
probably drinking a little bit of Dr. Pepper,
Little Dr.
here
Pepper.
soon to
Yeah.
bring in 2025. I
Man,
mean, can you believe that?
I can't because Wes, I still remember when 2000 came in, and remember we everybody thought the world was going to stop, the rotation would stop, Mars was crash into us, and everything's going to implode and it's all over, right? And I still remember around 12:10, right after midnight, I'm looking around and the stars are still out and the moon was up and the snow was filtering around and the TV still came on. It was like, wow, we're still here. But my point is that seemed like about yesterday or maybe the day before yesterday. So time flies, man.
I worked in tech for a company called Midwest Micro during Y2K,
Mm,
and we were in absolute stress time for that because we were doing the switch over for Y2K, and I can remember thinking, what's going to happen, and we sat there at a friend's house and watched the clock tick over. And did the exact same thing. The power didn't go off. We weren't hearing gunshots. I mean, we were like,
no,
okay, this was all for nothing. and,
yeah, exactly.
and the same thing with COVID, the same thing with unfortunately a year later after the Y2K, we had the Twin Towers,
Yep.
and so it just, I think that the point of bringing those three things up, that one weird and two kind of tragic, incredibly tragic, were we are still here.
Yes.
So you go through these things, and with COVID, really you and I wouldn't have met had it not been
Right.
for COVID.
That's
So
true.
and that's not necessarily true, but we were part of a mastermind that got together and ended up going from one thing to another, and then now well over 200 episodes of Building Wins, just dozens and dozens of incredible guests getting to broadcast out and share wins with hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of people. And man, I gotta tell you, Randy, we talked about it on the Thanksgiving episode, but I mean, could we be any luckier? I mean, any
No, we
more
couldn't.
blessed?
We could not be more blessed. And it's it's a great way to roll into the new year. We spent the last month being thankful for our blessings, thankful for the past, and I think it's a great time to take that last moment to be thankful for where we are, where we've been, and I look at New Year's not as okay, I'm tired of this last year and I'm ready to put it away. I look at it as what can you learn from it? What's the blessings from it? And I look forwards to just all with excitement, open arms and let's go. It's not like I'm going to do anything. I'm not one of these that I'm going to it's 5 days to New Year's and then I'm going to start. Then I'm going to do. I think we practice the things that we should be doing on a daily basis, and that's what we talk a lot about. And that's what many of our guests talk about, right? But with that said, I think there is something reinvigorating about that date on the calendar that's no different than the day before, the day after, really. But it's that start over date. Even though you probably shouldn't be starting over, you probably should be continuing on. But it does give us that date to just refocus, refresh, and just go, okay, today's January 1st. We're going to watch a bunch of football and drink a little Dr. Pepper. And tomorrow, January 2, is Katie by the door rock and roll, right? And I think there's a enthusiasm to that we should not take advantage of. And I'm excited. So I'm excited for the great year we got coming up, man. You and me together, brother.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about it, and like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I am absolutely stoked. With the blessings that we've been able to have put upon us, and to continue to, just be flooded with, from not only Building Wins, but just the personal lives that we lead. You have a thriving business, I have a great consulting
Mhm.
producing and directing business, and we get to love what we do what we love, and I mean, really, if you were to rub a genie lamp and ask for a better life, I don't know if I could ask for one.
No, it is pretty grand. Pretty grand. I like that. Pretty grand.
I like that.
That's good. I'm gonna use that someday. No, that was it. It is. It's great to be doing what we love, loving what we do. We talk about that a lot. And with that said, let's just go enjoy, think about the past, and be ready to come out of the gates, rocking and rolling, man, and racking and stacking, shall we say?
Yeah, and regardless, I'm much like you, Randy. I don't really do the resolution thing. I try to, kind of have an instant reset all throughout the whole year. But
Right.
one thing I do want to say is if you're out, enjoying libations and traveling, during New Year's, make sure you're safe, because that
Absolutely.
is something that's extremely important. If you don't do anything else, kind of keep your head on a swivel and
Yep.
don't just watch out for yourself, watch out for other people, and make sure that you come into 2025 safe, because we kind of like you.
Yeah, a little bit we do. And there's one of the best things out there from that standpoint is the good old Uber or Lyft app, right, man? I've had an opportunity twice in the last 2, 3 weeks, month, to meet up with friends from the industry and a friend that I met just via networking only, and I spent time in downtown Naples having a few Dr. Peppers and maybe a cigar or two and some good dinner, and both times I took an Uber because it's not could be a moment away from a life altering, if not life ending event, right? So I think it's important that we do that. It's important to remind people. That's our PSA for the day.
That's
See?
our PSA, and
Yeah.
not because I plan on going out and getting wild. Most New Year's Eves, I have to go up and kiss Jules on the lips while she's asleep, like Snow White, because she's already conked out. But for
Well,
those of you that are still out there partying, definitely be safe.
well, it's good that you go upstairs in your own house and kiss your own wife on the lips at midnight, because if you drank too many Dr. Peppers and went to the neighbor's wife and did that, that might end badly.
Yeah, that ended badly. I'd probably get a couple pot knots on my head from my husband, and I get it when I got back
When you got home, and that getting
completely
home
hooked
might
up.
be worse.
Yeah,
I I know Jules. I would stay with the husband maybe and just say, hey, take a couple
small
more
but
shots.
mighty. That's what Jules is.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, enjoy. Have a great New Year's, and we'll see you next year, brother, and we'll go do it again. What do you think?
Yes, indeed. Happy New Year,
All right.
everybody.
Happy New Year's. Cheers.